Yeah. Anyway, the best part is that
so I thought we began talking about your parents' divorce. How old were you when they got divorced?
15.
It's a whole age. Can you talk about some of those feelings?
I love you.
Obviously, you don't know me.
I love you so much.
Thank you. And I would take that as a feeling that you have comfortability with me.
More than comfortability. I fucking love you.
Okay. I think
Our lives together. I feel like I'm walking on a cloud. My penis is tingling right now.
that is so off-putting.
Are you feeling this?
In no way, shape, or form affecting any feelings of intimacy towards you in any way whatsoever.
As you can see, you got a really dope on here. Your voice can play. You know what? You can just say, looks good. That's how it sounds. You got a really fresh intake. It's pretty awesome.
Will you both just please give us some privacy? He just died last night. What is going on here?
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab, Dylan Cease. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Late with the swing there. Throws, sails on
Oh
him,
my
and it
God,
takes
don't
off down the
fucking
line.
start this shit. Don't you
Juan
fucking
Soto
start this
now.
shit.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Just getting started here in Toronto. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Liner snagged at first. Takes it to the bag himself and
Double
dumps it
play.
off. And now it's Mark Vientos. Foul ball there. And on second, 2 down. Swinging a foul out of play.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him looking for the... Back here at Rogers Center and taking the ball for the Mets, Freddie Peralta. What should we keep an eye on here? Leading off, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus.
Right fielder, number 12, Jesus Sanchez.
Just missed. Bichette fires over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't
That
get
was-
many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Way out front for strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
Batting third, shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
I'll do you in the bottom while you drinking sangria. Nachos, lemon heads, my dad's boat. We won't go down cause our dick can float. We sail around the world and go port to port. Every time I come, I produce a court. Put up the late.
Think in between pitches.
Foul ball, it stays nothing
Catch
in 2.
without the cat. It's always for the pro. So call the A-Rab. I'm a pussy
2 down, nobody on.
with the dick in my hand. Boats and hoes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back now in Toronto, top of the second, MJ Melendez up now for the Mets. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Cease. 30 years old now. And he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2014. Here's the 0-2. Bounce to the right side. Clement slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Brett Baty.
And a foul ball. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss as he was late. Swings through that. Strong. Got him. Just barely. 2 away on the strikeout. Now it's Marcus Semien.
These near errors go cost me these games.
Dives and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the
Let's go.
pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, George Springer.
Ball.
That one fouled off. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting 5th, third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
Ball. Catch inside. Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
Missed inside with the curve. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Had me fucked up.
So they get a man aboard with a
Was
one-out
about
single.
to sit me down.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Foul ball there. The 0-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Throws to first in time. Now the left fielder, Yohendrick Pinango.
Yohendrick Pinango.
In the air, left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, number 9. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
0-2 now. Top of the third, no score. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So up next, Carson Benj. Reached on a drop, third strike his first time.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Two down, nobody on. That's ripped into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder Juan Soto.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
And that one gets past the catcher. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third.
That's a base running right there.
Stays alive. The Mets looking to strike first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got him. And that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Touches down, that's a hit. And aboard on the leadoff single. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Jays with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of it.
Runner takes off for third. That's in for a strike. Throw down, and he's out. And that wasn't close. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Bench under it. Brings it in. And that is that. Back now in Toronto. New inning getting started. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. And a swing and a miss there.
Yeah, Luke, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. This one in the air right field. One up, one down.
First baseman, Mark Pientos.
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Next is the designated hitter, M.J. Melendez. 0 for 1 so far. Hit hard but foul off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Out to short. Jimenez sends it to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Swings and misses.
I'm tripping.
And the count 1-2. Springer swings, belts one. Out to left. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a big swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. We go to the top of the fifth. Stepping in, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho moving under this one. One down.
So based on those first pitch numbers and how often they lead to outs, it's easy to see why maybe they should be a little more patient with their approach moving forward.
Late on that fastball.
That was straight queso right there.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Number 9, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Out towards right center field. Varsho on the move. He dives, but he can't make the catch. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. In the air to left center. Jimenez has a beat on it. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. Throw is high and over his head. Save. In comes the run from second. And he'll pull into second safely. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Carson Bench up now for the Mets. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That smash towards center. Varsho on the move. He's got it. 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Guerrero gets there. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Not close with that one. Ball 1. A swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Torrens with the throw to first. And that's the 1st out in the bottom of the 5th. Fouled off left side. Blue Jays down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Left field. And that's a fair ball. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled simple.
He's trying for 3rd, pitching for a strike. throw to third. It's a bullet. It's not close. He's a dead duck at third. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, this offense has just been locked down almost 5 full innings.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back now in Toronto. Top of the 6th inning. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. He was late there. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Throws sails on him, and it takes off down the line. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error.
Bullshit.
Tap foul at the plate. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. In the air to left center. Pinango gets under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. MJ Melendez up now for the Mets. He's grounded out a couple of times. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Hey, 2. Got him swinging for the K. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's one away. Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Vladdy in the box again. Takes the strike. On the ground. Bichette. On the Simeon. Throw to first, but he beat it.
You expect to see shortstops make great plays, and it's especially important in a big moment like that. Nicely done.
That one misses. Ball 1.
But with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Play made, that ends the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the 7th. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today, kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Swings through that one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one ripped right center field. And this one looks like trouble. And he starts the 7th with a leadoff double.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Marcus Simeon.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Tommy Nance.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Low throw, skips past him at third. And in comes the runner from second to score.
Shit, bro.
A big mistake there. The 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder. He's 1 for 2 so far in his debut.
First big league game, check. First hit, check. First multi-hit game. That would be nice. We'll see.
He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high-leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, George Springer. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Luke Weaver.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
In the air, left field. Soto under it. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And that's fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Struck him out looking. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
That's low.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And that's through there for a strike. Now 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Got him looking. Inning over. Back now in Toronto. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Carson Bench. He's 1 for 3, picked up his first major league hit earlier.
Well, there's no time for him to be reflective right now, but you know he will be later on. The pressure's off a little bit with that first knock out of the way, though.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Nance, the tall righty. He features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a sinker. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Bo Bichette 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air, center field. Varsho on his way over, and that is that.
Step Brothers is hilarious.
Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Yohendrick Pinungo.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. The Mets up by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. On the ground to third. And there are 2 outs.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Strong now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, they'll probably hand it off to their closer.
Oh, that got him on the mound. Safe at first, and now we'll check out the right-hander. Hope he's all right.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. Right through there for a strike.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins.
Runner on the go again. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. We go to the 9th, digging in. Number 27.
Mark Vientos.
Check swing went around, and it's 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Out towards right center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the backside nicely and really just let that thing travel and squared it up.
Now it's going to be Brett Beatty. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Stays alive. Lifted in the air, right center field. Varsho should have this one. 2 away now.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Marcus Semien.
Swing, and he popped it up. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top of the ninth.
Bullshit.
Out towards left center. Into the dive, and he got it.
Let's go. I caught that shit. Emotion.
Last chance for the home team. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Refreshing. But now Skyscanner makes it so easy.
The pitcher on here, Brooks Raley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Torrens with the throw to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. Ball 1 there. And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty here in the ninth. Bench takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. Here's George Springer.
Fucking fly ball.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to
Tying run on base.
Great game.